Oh, that was quick. Okay, I actually started really quickly. All right. Hello, everyone. My name is Pdaaaawg, and welcome to a very special Dose of the DAWG, episode 15, the 15th anniversary of it. And it's most likely going to be a two-parter type thing where we're probably going to do 2 hours. And as you can hear, I'm not alone this time. I'm actually joined by a good friend of mine that you've seen in my videos, countless times. Probably the most appeared person on my channel ever. Ladies and gentlemen, Sandman is here.
Hey guys, what's going on?
So pretty much we're gonna sit here, and if you haven't already noticed for the title, we're gonna be talking about Evolution 2012. It's happening in 3 days' time. I'm pumped. I am like Devin.
Get hype!
I know, because last year one of the best Evos, if not the best Evolution tournament ever. For any of you that follow my channel but don't know what Evolution is, which is pretty crazy, Evolution is the biggest national Street Fighter tournament. Well, not even like national. Now it's turned into international Street Fighter tournament. Pretty much, it's held in Las Vegas, Nevada, and pretty much like all the best Street Fighter players go to it, and they prove that they're the best Street Fighter player. Pretty much, we had a whole bunch of crazy, swerving swerves and all that there last year. Whenever, yeah, like especially AE finals last year was ridiculous, where you had like upsets, you had perfects, you had ridiculous comebacks, all of their stuff. It was all present last year. So here's hoping that this year's going to be even better. So, pretty much, what's been happening before EVO? There's been a couple of tournaments before EVO. Unfortunately, I haven't really gotten the chance to check them out, but I know that Cal has actually been checking them out. Uh,
Yeah.
what tournaments have there been before EVO?
There was the Southeast Asia as well, Southeast Asia Open, where I think like everyone from Singapore went, and like the Hong Kong community and the Japanese, they all went to this one place, and the likes of Daigo went, Takedo went there, and yeah, in the end, it ended up that like Shien won it.
Oh wow! Oh, you
Yeah,
again?
using his gun. It was him versus Daigo in the
Oh
final,
jeez.
and Daigo got blown up, man. He got beat like I think Shen was in losers, so he had to win like 6 games on Daigo, and he beat him 6 straight.
Wow. So that's a pretty
It was
big
crazy.
shocker. And the worst, and the well, not the worst thing, but like the best thing is that Shen's using like such a weird character. Like, who would actually expect Gen to beat like Ryu in that type of match? I'm guessing Daigo was using Ryu, not like.
Yeah, yeah. Ryu, Daigo said that he's never fought again outside outside Japan, who's really good. Like he's never fought a good game with Ryu, so
So there you go. Yeah, I do think that match was really weird. Like as a Ryu player, that match, but you don't really know where to attack it because again, just kind of goes all over the place. Well, I think for any character, that match is ridiculous. But yeah, like that's another big thing that's been happening leading up to Evo. People are starting to think that Daigo won't like be very good. Like for any of you that don't know, at Evo 2009 and 2010, Daigo won them like free. Like bodied everyone. And
convincing.
yeah, and then last year he actually got beat. He came third. He got beat by Punko and Latif to eliminate himself from top 8, but he still got in like top 4 and top 3. So people are starting to think that he might not even make it into like well, we're going to be putting our predictions in later on, but like people are starting to think he might not even make it a top 8, which is pretty ridiculous. But yeah, but it seems like a lot of people are starting to level up. There's been a lot of talk that like Daigo is starting to lose pace. Some people have been saying like America is now better than Japan, which is kind of a bit of a overstatement if you ask me. But yeah, whatever floats their boat anyway. So
Well, it's an interesting discussion that they think America think that they're as good as Japan now.
because like Justin
Like
Wong and Ricky Ortiz and stuff.
I think that's crazy because I think that it's closer than like people think because when the Street Fighter 4 first come out, it was in Japan and they learned all these crazy tactics like option selects. They learned like all this buffering stuff like to counter certain stuff, and the Americans didn't know that when it first come out. So Japan were like the better, the way the better country. So, but now I think like everyone knows the same tricks. Everyone knows how to do the same stuff and defend against all this crazy option select stuff. I think now they are pretty even, and I think they really are.
Well, at the same time, do you think there'd be more like? Do you think there'd be more Americans in top 8 than Japanese?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
okay. Pretty interesting.
yeah. I really, really do.
Yes, so yeah, so like that's been a really interesting thing because Street Fighter's been out since 2009. Like 2009, Evolution 2009 was the first year it debuted. So, back then, it was like Japanese all over the place, except for Justin Wong, pretty much, and like that was about it. I think there was a few other American players that were in top 8, but like the majority of them were just Japanese. And now the game's been out for so long, it's given like Americans and other nationalities like, the chance to pick up the game and finally learn all this stuff and to really step up their game. Despite all these new fighters that have been out, it seems like AE seems to still be like the primary fighter when it comes to like tournament play. That's still a game that like everyone is still hyped for. So that happened. What other tournaments was there? I know that what do you call it? CEO or no? What was it?
Yeah,
Oh, what?
CEO.
Yeah,
DAWG was there as well.
that was the first American tournament since like Evo, I think.
Yeah, you are right. Yeah.
So what happened to Dago then? Because I kind of read the results. I didn't really read that much, but yeah, please fill us in on what happened to CEO.
Well, Daigo, I think he only come ninth in CEO.
So he didn't even get into top 8.
Nope.
So
No, he got blown up again.
by who? I think didn't he get beat by Ricky Ortiz? I know that.
Yeah, he got beat by Justin, and then got put into losers. And Ricky Ortiz was in losers as well because he got put out by Pdaaaawg. And Ricky Ortiz beat him as well. And he didn't even make top 8.
So
everywhere that Daigo is going, he's just getting blown up. Like, it's crazy. I think Ricky Ortiz got the final. It was Rufus with him and Justin. And Justin took it in the end. So,
yes.
It was a pretty anticlimactic. No one even wanted to watch it. So,
so that happened. Yeah, like people are still thinking that Daigo, he's lost his touch. Like I think EVO 2011, people think that was like his downfall, where oh no, that's Daigo was starting to lose. However, the thing is, everyone was so hyped last year about Punko perfecting him, and then later on in later sets, like Daigo started beating him with Yun Seth, and now it just seems like I'm not sure. Like, do you think Daigo just kind of stopped playing fighting games? Do you think I don't think he's been working on any other games. Like I haven't even seen Daigo touch Street Fighter Cross Tekken. That's all.
Nah, well, that game's pretty much like dead in Japan, isn't it? Like no one really plays it in Japan at all because it hasn't got an arcade scene, has it? So
yeah, so like the game isn't even that good to begin with. Like some of the stuff just doesn't make any sense. We're probably gonna get to Street Fighter Cross Tekken later on whenever we actually talk about Evo itself. So yeah, that was CEO.
In CEO as well, Justin won Marvel as well.
So yeah, Justin won like pretty much everything. Well, not pretty much everything, but like he won.
Yeah, he won AE and Marvel.
Who won Cross Tekken?
Tatsu.
Oh yeah. You're talking about him off recording about
Oh yeah, the fact that he's been like he dropped AE, Marvel, and everything else, and he's just concentrating on Cross Tekken because the pot was meant to be really big for it.
Well, get to that because they actually list how much money is for every single game at Evo, so I'll list that out later on as well.
Yeah, well, he'll probably win it anyway.
It seems like the only one that's actually putting in serious time into it. Like everyone else is kind of, the Street Fighter Cross Tekken, but then AE is the main one I'm working on because obviously that's got the biggest pot as well at Evo. Like that's the one that everyone's striving to get at. So that was CEO pretty much. But then leading up to Evo, those are like the big tournaments, and those are the ones that kind of shape people's opinions on who's going to win it or not. Just among actually said, like I remember Event Hub said a nice little article about, like it was in the same article. Whenever they're saying Japan versus US, what was going to happen. Just among said USA has the best Rufus, pretty much indicating himself, or Ricky Ortiz, the best Pdaaaawg, and the best, who's the other character? C Viper. They have the best of those 3 characters, for sure. As for the other characters...
Yeah, really high tier as well, so...
Yeah, as for the other characters, they're not too sure. Pretty much Japan has the best, of some other characters, like Seth.
Yeah, Yun, Yang, Fei Long, and Ryu.
Yeah, so like all those other characters, and Akuma probably as well. So, like those other characters are the ones...
A couple of good Akuma players, America.
You've got a couple of good Akuma players, America.
Well, like Pikachu, Akuma, J.R. Rodriguez, and
Edmar as well.
Oh, yeah. So yeah, you got all those there. You've also, what was I going to say? I was going to say something pretty important there. But I forget. Oh yeah, so in the article, Justin was talking about that there. People were saying that if Japan and US ran a first 5 out of 5 or 5v5, then it would be a lot closer than it was back at what tournament was it that they had another 5v5 and America got semi-bodied. I forget what it was.
Canada Cup.
It was like 2 years ago, or so. It was like last year or 2 years ago. I'm not too sure.
Was it Canada Cup?
Yeah, I think it was Canada Cup. Or was that not Canada versus Japan there? Or did US in it? Was that not like a tournament where all the teams were in it as well? Like,
Yeah, they had like Europe and Canada, US international.
yeah, because I think Japan.
They had like Japan team too.
Yeah, it was like Japan 1 or something came first, or Japan 2, I'm not sure which one. And then America after that. And then obviously Europe got bodied, as per usual, because Europe still, Europe still has no scene whatsoever, even after all this time. Well, I think it's starting to rise slowly with, as long as something.
In the UK, we have no scene.
Yeah, because nobody is any good, apart from Ryan Hart, but then,
Right, he's okay.
yeah, like, but he's more like a Tekken player anyway, so in terms of like AE.
I think the French have a good scene.
Yeah, I think the French are really good at Street Fighter too. Like I think if Team France had their own team, then I think that'd be
Like Alain Sensei and Laufey and stuff.
yeah, all those people, especially Ali I can never pronounce his name. Like the number, I think it's like number 3 rank Kami, but it should be number 1 to be honest, because I mean.
Yeah, he's the best.
Yeah, like he also played Yang and AE, and he was a really good Yang. Like it's so funny because like day 1 he was like A rank, and we were like, how the hell did you learn that character so fast? Yeah, speaking of that, the twins are dead pretty much. Like nobody plays him. No good player plays him pretty much. Like I don't know. Like I don't think any big person.
You won't see none of them at EVO.
Yeah, you won't see a single one of them at Evo. No one really see like.
Unless Kazanoku pulls out his Yun.
Yeah, but
then you won't see
at
any.
the same time, he's just gonna play Seth the whole time because Seth is like
That's
a
what I
character.
mean.
Yeah. So I think that's enough of the backstory to Evo. I think we might as well get into the Evo Evolution tournament itself. It's going to be held in Caesar's Palace in Las Vegas, Nevada. Me and Sandman both know of people that actually are going to Evo from where we are. So it's pretty funny because I was playing ranked the other day, and somebody who I keep on running into is a guy called Mossy. So shout out to Mossy. And I remember I fought him whenever I first got Street Fighter. Whenever I was first playing Jury, if you remember that. I was first playing Jury, and he bodied me with Cody. And then I fought him again whenever I was playing Reeve. I was just started, so I was like C+ with him. And then he bodied me, and I bodied him. Or no, it was close matches, and then I just beat him. And then I fought him a couple of days ago. He was using Kami, and I had my Ryu, and I was trying to level up my Ryu in ranked. And I actually beat him pretty convincingly. And we started chatting again. I was like, oh, long time no see. It's been about a year. Like it seems as if we have to have one fight every year. Like I fought him in 2010, 2011, and 2012. So I said to him, how's it going? He's like, oh, I'm going pretty good. And then I said, he said, oh, you seem to have really leveled up your game. And I was like, oh, thanks, but Street Fighter Cross Seconds really ruined it. And he said out of the blue, just, I'm going to play, I don't really like Street Fighter Cross Tekken, but yeah, I entered it for EVO. And I was like, whoa, you're going to EVO? And he was like, yeah, I'm going to Las Vegas, so I figured I might as well just pop in. I was like, oh, well, tell us how it goes. So shout outs to him, and I'll let you know what he got and what he went up to. And you also...
I know a Tekken player that's going there.
Tekken? That's crazy.
Yeah, I think he's going to play Tekken 6. He's a player called Genius. He's from France. He's really good. He plays a really good Balrog as well. I played him and put some matches on my channel. And yeah, his Balrog's really, really good. He plays with Aliun Sensei all the time.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, in Street Fighter. So he was telling me stuff about Aliun Sensei. He wakes up at 8 in the morning, goes on Street Fighter at 9, and gets off at 9 at night.
Oh. Wow.
It's crazy.
Well, you heard it here. You heard it here first, folks. There you go. I couldn't even get that right. So yeah, there you go. And also you can check out Sandman's channel at youtube.com/bigv1878, of course, which obviously will be a link in the description for all your goodness. So anyway, what were we talking about? Oh yeah, so Evolution itself, being held there. We do know of some people that are going. Apparently, there's a record-breaking amount of people going there. Apparently, this is on a report from June 27th. They've got over 3,500 competitors for Evolution. And then they've also, if you look at them, last year they had 2,500, and the year before that they had 1,700. So
isn't it a ridiculous amount for AE as well?
Yeah, how many did you say off camera was in AE?
I'm sure it's I think if they say there's 3,005 people go into EVO, I'm sure 3,000 of them are playing AE.
Yeah, but it's pretty much that's the main game, and you might as well. Why not?
I think it was 3,000 for AE, 2,000 for Marvel, and for Street Fighter Cross Tekken.
Yeah, pretty much. So you've got all those there people going.
There's too many people playing. I don't know how I'm gonna organize.
I just remember when that was That was like last week. So probably in this final, I'm not sure when the Evolution registration actually closed, but keep in mind that in the last couple of days, like more people probably would have joined, so even more people would have been in it. But I mean, if I read out, I'm gonna read out what's in the pot for each of these games. Alright, so I'm gonna go in. Right, it's actually more shocking if I actually went from the top to the bottom. Okay, in fact, no, it doesn't matter. Okay, so the top pot at Evo is $25,000. And that's going to Super Street Fighter 4 Arcade Edition. Quite obvious, the biggest pot, because it's still the biggest game, despite, it being out for so long. This will be the first Evo with its version 2012 iteration, because obviously last year was just flipping yuns all over the show. And flipping...
It was just them normally, wasn't it?
Yeah. Number 2, this is a pretty big shocker. Number 2 at $23,000 is Mortal Kombat 9. No, that's pretty shocking.
See that? Why is that game the second? Like, it's in my eyes. Mortal Kombat, like it's a good game, really good. But how many people are going to enter that tournament? There's not going to be many. So I think that's 23,000. Like, I think that's a waste.
It's because like Sony have been putting money into the Evo.
Yeah, Sony in NetherRealm.
Yeah, because they're trying to get people to play it more. So I'm not sure. That's a pretty weird thing. Like, apparently people have been saying that they put in like $10,000 into it or something like that, or something that high. So it would have been like the fifth highest pot, but now it's moved straight up to second. Like with only 2,000 pot less than Arcade Edition, which is pretty crazy, and probably like a fifth of the competitors, pretty much.
Yeah, pretty much.
Speaking of which, we're probably gonna run down these games like individually, like later on here. Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3 is and Virtual Fighter 5, both at $15,000, which is kind of understandable.
I thought Marvel would have a bit more.
Yeah, I thought Marvel would be probably at 20,000, because I mean the game hasn't been out for too long. It's been out for about 8-9 months maybe.
Yeah, something like that.
So it hasn't been out for a full year, and it's pretty low down. How much? Do you know how much is in the pot of regular Marvel last year?
Marvel 3, it wasn't that much. It was like 10.
Yeah,
it was like 10.
and that game was only out for like 4 months as well, so you'd expect a lot of people to be playing it. I can't speak today. Then at $11,000 is King of Fighters 13. It's pretty interesting there. I'm not sure what to think of that, to be honest.
I think King of Fighters is a really good game. Like, I've got King of Fighters 13. And like it's really difficult to play, so I don't think you'll see many people playing it because it's so different from every other game. But it's really interesting because like you're gonna see some of the top players, like I think anyway, like drop like I don't know, they're gonna be concentrating on the likes of King of Fighters 13, the likes of Combo Fiend and people like that who aren't gonna do so well in AE. With less competitors in King of Fighters, they might concentrate on that a bit more so they can win it, basically.
Yeah, I think so too. At $9,000 is Street Fighter Cross Tekken. Yeah, pathetic. So, like, and the funny thing is, I think that's probably gonna be like the third most popular game here. Think about it. Like maybe behind it are like AE and Marvel. That's probably, or maybe even like second highest if not people go.
But it's teams. They made it 2v2.
Yeah. So even then, like if you win, you're gonna have to split it like 4,500 each.
I hope the final of Cross Tekken ends in 2 timeouts.
Yeah, same here. And actually, I also hope that it's like 4 people we've never seen before. Like, oh, we got.
Yeah, there's like 4 random people.
Yeah, there's 4 completely random people. Yeah, like we do. Like, don't even, like everyone just gets eliminated. I think everyone was saying that about Marvel last year. I was just hoping it's just.
And they're both using Kazuya Ryu.
Yeah, definitely. Ryu, Ken, and Kazuya Ryu for sure. Because it has to be a Ryu in every single team. And then at the very bottom with $5,000 is one that quite a lot of people aren't very happy about, and that's Soul Calibur 5. What do you think about that?
Well, I think that's a popular game, I think.
That's pretty low, only 5,000.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of people that play it, and it is a really good game as well. It's better than fucking Cross Tekken. So I'm very surprised that it's only 5,000.
Yeah, a lot of people in event
if you concentrated all your time onto that game, you'd be pretty devastated, wouldn't you? Like if you practice for EVO for Soul Calibur.
Yeah.
And it's the lowest pot going.
And then so if you add all those there up, that's over $100,000 going into EVO this year.
That is pretty crazy.
Definitely the highest ever.
He wanted to chuck loads of money in, didn't he?
Yeah. So you got those are like the parts for Evo. So I guess we might as well run down these games like individually now for a bit, and we'll probably give our like predictions and their top. Like those are the main games that are at Evo, so we might as well just run down, what we think about the games being at Evo and who our predictions are to win it and stuff. So we might as well start off with the lowest part, Soul Calibur 5. We'll probably like go from maybe least popular to most popular. So start with Soul Calibur 5. Like what do you think about it? Have you like been keeping up to date with Soul Calibur 5? I most certainly have not.
No, I haven't really been looking at Soul Calibur. I just know Flo is going to be playing it.
Oh wow.
Yeah, that's all I know, and I know Flo will be up there. Like, but it's mainly a European title. Like, there's loads of Europeans that play it. Like, all the Germans and the French play it. So
Yeah.
if people are coming over to Evo to play that from Europe, I think there will be a European winner for that.
So Ace, you think like a European person will win Soul Calibur 5?
Yeah, I can see it. It'd be pretty convincing as well. I think like top 8 will be like 4 Europeans,
Hmm.
like maybe a couple of Japanese and an American. I don't see like the only American will be Flo, so I don't think there will be many.
I remember the only Soul Calibur I ever played was Soul Calibur 2, and that was like, I thought that game was really fun, but I wasn't really interested in any of the other Soul Calibur games.
It just looks like a game that it couldn't really be taken competitively, does it?
Yeah, a bit like Mortal Kombat 2. Like,
It's too big. It's too easy with them guns and stuff. The fact that like you can have like no health and kick someone out the ring and you win.
yeah, like that is pretty cheap. Just, gonna kick you straight out, and then that's it, game over. So now Soul Calibur 5. Unfortunately, not so descriptive from us, as we're not really Soul Calibur 5 players. Virtual Fighter 5. What do you think? Is Fudo not like a really? Is it?
Yeah, Fudo played that
Yeah.
game. Yeah, so does Daigo.
Oh well, there you go. There's your top two. There's your grand final.
I can play it.
Who?
There's your grand final.
I know.
I think one of them uses.
Sorry.
Okay.
Hello.
Okay.
Yes.
Hello.
So sorry for that. That was a bit of an interruption. But anyway, you were saying.
Yeah, I was just saying that the characters they both use is I think Daigo uses Akira, the one that looks like Ryu,
And I think that Fudo uses the Shaolin monk guy, so I think you'll be expecting both of them in the finals of that game.
Who do you think's gonna win between the two of them?
Probably Fudo. I don't think Daigo's going to take that game seriously
Yeah.
anymore. He just plays it and jumps in and gets to the final and then walks away.
Well, he just walks in, just sits down grand final immediately. Like doesn't even need to play anyone else. All right, so yeah, that's Virtual Fighter 5. King of Fighters 13. I do know a couple of Japanese players play this as well, I believe.
Yeah, a couple of Japanese players do. I know Combo Fiend's going to take it serious. I know that Flo's going to play it because he plays everything.
Of course.
I couldn't take her a top 8 though. I really couldn't. Like, I don't know many people that play it. If you do, then
Not really. I didn't really. I kind of like looked at the game and I was like, I don't really like it that much. I never really played any King of Fighters games, so unfortunately not very descriptive for that either. We're just kind of waiting to get to the meat of this thing, which is which I think after that we'd probably go to Mortal Kombat 9. Do you think who was it the one last year? Who was it? I forget.
it was Perfect
Yeah,
Legend.
do you think he'll take it again this year?
Yeah, probably. Like, he's the only person that's really playing it, and maybe what's that guy's name? The guy that plays Sub-Zero.
Oh,
Tom Brady.
yeah, Tom Brady.
Yeah, I think he'll be up there as well, but yeah, it's probably going to be Perfect Legend using what's the character with the hat again?
Oh yeah, isn't it like something Kung Lao or something?
Yeah, that's it. Kung Lao. Like, sorry about my ignorance on Mortal Kombat.
Well, yeah, like I said, we didn't really do much about these other games, to be honest. Because, I mean, they've been out for so long that we just kind of, we don't really care about them anymore. I don't think anyone else would be caring about them, to be honest. Well, maybe if you're like a aficionado at any of these games, and you'll be pretty disappointed in this, but yeah, sorry about that. But I think everyone's just mainly interested in AE, and we have quite a lot to say about Cross Tekken as well, which will be very interesting. So yeah, we can't really say anything for King of Fighters 13. Or no, for Mortal Kombat 9 even. Alright, what one do you want to do next? Marvel or Cross Tekken?
Because I'm gonna write down who I think is gonna be top 8 now, so I know.
Alright. Yeah, I had to start recording while I said that. Anyway, so yeah, so anyway, so we're going to talk about Cross Tekken next. Sorry about that disconnection again. You probably don't notice it that much now because I'm going to have to edit this in. But that's alright. Anyway, Cross Tekken, a very weird game that I'm not sure what we're going to, like, what's to understand for this game. Because, like, Well, like it originally had potential, and then just kind of nobody started playing it, and then the game just looked really bad, and then you had all these glitches. So the game hasn't really gotten a very good reputation. Let's put it that way. So
Yeah, it's pretty dead now. I think I don't think anyone's gonna take it serious now with how much bullshit's in it.
you can have like stupid broken. Well, you don't have broken characters, but you have like stuff that doesn't make any sense. You have like it's like just gimmicks and all there. Like you have overused characters. Ryu, Hugo, Relento, Kazuya, Hachi. You know all those their characters. Everyone just uses. So like, I mean, and also Yoshimitsu is really bad in that game, which is why I hate it. So yeah, I was really pumped to play Yoshimitsu, and I just fucking destroyed him. So yeah.
Yeah, the only reason why I gave that game a little go is because of Marduk.
Yeah, and that's why we did our quest to be the best, because we actually had potential for the game back then. Were like, oh, this game could actually be fun. No, it was not.
No, taken away underneath our feet.
Of course, and the weird thing is, like, if you look at the leaderboards, like, you still have a bunch of people, like, all the people that you're, like, first of all, like, the top 10 or 15, like, there are people you have no idea who the heck they are. They're just, like, random people, and you're like, okay, they're just random. Like, you've never seen them in any AE, like, leaderboard at all.
It's so bad. Like, most of the people who are top of the leaderboard, though, you wouldn't even see in, like, a major competition anyway, because they're using auto-block and fucking tech.
And I think, aren't they banned at EVO as well?
Yeah, exactly. It's no gems, so.
Yeah, so you got that there, stupid stuff going on, and really, if you could think of like we're not even gonna do top 8 because I don't think the game deserves a top 8. That's just like teams that might do quite well, anyway, in it. Like
I think Combo Fiend, Mike Ross will do well.
yeah, well, if it's either them or Clickety and Mike Ross, but it's probably more likely Combo Fiend because of complexity being in there.
Yeah, I can see one of them. I can see Justin and Ricky doing well.
Yeah, and what other teams are there as well?
Punko will probably play with someone.
Punko will just find some random guy, some random Korean guy.
Just pull some guy out. It's like you're playing with me.
And they like get it like top 4 or something. Like, oh, okay, I never played this game before, but okay. Like, he's using like Ryu, like flipping mash and DP every single time.
Yeah, something like that. I think Diego will play with Chris G as well because they're both in Finger Cramp.
Yes, you have all those teams, you know. Pretty much any team that we can think of will get into top 8, pretty much. And then obviously, like, you're gonna have a bunch of random people. Do you think any Japanese are gonna play the game, like, and get into top 8? What do you think this?
I think it's only gonna be Punko. Maybe I don't know. I don't know if it's Akido's playing it. I haven't really seen him at all. So
You know, you never. Maybe Margot and Justin Wong could play together.
Laughed at that game. They just laughed it off. I'm like, no Japanese even bothered about it. They're not even gonna watch it. You know,
they're gonna just walk. They're just gonna like walk away from the hall whenever the game's on. It's like, oh, forget this. We don't have time for this.
I think Tattoo and Warhawk will win it though.
Well, has that been like the team that's dominating?
Yeah, that was two of the best. Like, Tattoo uses Vega, and Warhawk uses Jin.
That was an interesting team.
Yeah, it's a pretty good team. Like, it's very unique, and I think like they've been going to every tournament, playing it and dominating. So they look really good, both of them. So I think they're going to win it. I think it's going to be Justin Ricky second, and whoever Punko plays with.
Yeah, Punko and random Korean guy third. So you got that's Street Fighter Cross Tekken pretty much. I guess I kind of agree with you as well because pretty much we have like similar views. So pretty much whenever Sandman says, I'm just kind of like, yeah, I agree. Yeah, the second to last one here you got Marvel, or yeah, you got Marvel. It's Marvel, baby. So
see, I've got to say about Marvel here because I don't know if you've heard about that TAC Infinite.
I think so.
Every character has a TAC Infinite, so everyone that's playing Marvel now has found out the Infinite for their character. Apparently, they've already found it out for half the cast. Yeah, so the likes of Magneto, Doctor Doom, even Beautiful Joe, like that, have like infinites.
So like Flash Metroid is gonna like go top 8 at Marvel.
Yeah, exactly. Like you'll see the likes of Justin Wong, who uses crazy teams anyway, dropping like 2 of his teams just so he can use an infinite with one of them.
Yeah, so
it's crazy. Apparently, the easiest infinite to do at the moment is a Trish infinite.
Oh wow. Okay.
So it'll be very much like Marvel 2 now. Like once you see one character get touched, they're dead.
Oh flip. So were they not banned at EVO though? The Infinite.
No, they're not banning them.
Oh wow. So there you go. There's Marvel for you. It's just gonna be combos galore. That's it.
Yeah, it's just gonna be crazy. Whoever gets touched first, there.
Like, and it's a lot different from what happened last year. Remember last year we had the infamous Pdaaaawg comeback against Viscant in the grand final with Tron.
Oh yeah, and he done that Tron level
Yeah,
3.
like the infamous Tron level 3, and also the Justin Wong comeback of Akuma as well.
Oh, yeah, that was
So you had
sick.
all those there comebacks, but now it just seems like no comeback, just infinite. Even if you've seen a comeback just infinite, you'd be like, oh, like there's no skill. Like last year at least, especially Justin Wong's, comeback, it took a lot of skills. He had to pull off that really hard combo into the super. Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah. It took a bit of skill last time, but I think these THC Infinites are really hard to do anyway.
Oh.
Like being so close, like being the Infinites got found out like last week for most of the cast. I think now it's getting quite close. Hopefully, like people don't want to change their team that close before even.
Yeah, so we really don't know what's gonna happen. It's like an oddball for Marvel. It'll be interesting to look at, like to see what the heck's going on, but yeah, we don't really know. So what do you think will be like the winning teams and stuff? Like what do you think will be like dominating teams?
Well, whoever's got Virgil will be up.
Yeah, true.
So you'll see the likes of Yipes maybe getting up there. Pdaaaawg, Noel Brown. Got a feeling they'll do well. I think you'll see a couple of Phoenix players. For instance, Viscan and Filipino Champ. Those two will do well.
Obviously, Jay Wong's gonna be up there. You see, he won it at
Yeah.
CEO, so.
Yeah, Justin. I think he's going to be using. I don't know, because Justin Wong changed his team so much. Then I couldn't really pick his team because he played CEO and he was using like a mixture of teams like all the way through it to win. Like like counter picking like certain strategies. Like Chris G uses Morgan, Doctor Doom, and who else is it? And plays another character to do this keep away stupid Morgan thing where like he goes into super
Oh yeah.
and there's like 2 Morgans on the screen and he just jumps up and down shooting fireballs so you can't get in. And yeah, he changed his team to like a Frank West team, which he doesn't even play, just to beat Chris G. So he's finding out strategies for different characters now. So I don't think he'll stick with the same team right the way
Do
through.
you think Justin Wong might take it with a whole bunch of different teams?
I don't think he'll win it,
Ooh.
but I think he'll be up there. I think Filipino Champ
Oh, okay. Pretty interesting.
using Magneto, Doctor Doom, and Phoenix.
All right.
Yeah, he's been crazy. He's the one that's looking most dominant before because the Curly Mustache tournament just happened in the West Coast because it's usually an East Coast thing. And yeah, he went there and won the whole Curly Mustache tournament. So he's looking
As long as
pretty
he doesn't run into
strong.
any Arthur players, then he'll be all right.
Yeah, he'll be fine.
Yeah, no, I think Justin Wong might take it this time just because he's been looking so dominant. Unless you might have like, I don't think a lot of people expected Viscant to win it last year because Viscant did that like Marvel tutorial and they pretty much exposed his whole team to the world, and then he just went over and won Evo anyway. So that was a pretty surprise. That was a pretty big surprise as well.
And he's played the same team in this game as well. So
Yeah. What was his team again? It was like
he's playing Wesker,
oh
Hagar,
yeah, and Phoenix.
and Phoenix.
So
Yeah.
that's pretty interesting. And now it's time to move on to the meat of this whole thing. The game that everyone still cares about, even after like 4 years of it being released. AE 2012 is going to be at EVO, and there's a lot of weird stuff that's been happening or like beforehand, like a lot of upsets. They will Daigo even make it a top 8. What character will win it? All kinds of crazy stuff. So I've actually like SRK Shoryuken.com actually did a poll to see which character do you think will win Evolution 2012 in AE. So I'm gonna bring up the results now. I'm gonna tell you that yeah, quite a lot of these are pretty surprising. Hold on, let me check this out. Okay, so there's one. I haven't actually looked at these properly, but I'm currently trying to find out which one. Oh, that's interesting. Oh, okay, that's a pretty okay. By a long shot, Ryu is the most popular character. Okay, sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. Again, I'm like, it's because we haven't done this in so long. Or I haven't done this in so long since the podcast that my laptop is so like unfamiliar with it. But anyway, in first place by a long shot, by like how many votes is that? By over 700 votes, Ryu is the most popular character to win a
Really?
It's I don't.
Really?
Yep. So
everyone's still banking on Daigo.
everyone's still banking on Daigo or someone else. Seth is second, believe it or not, with 403 votes. And then Rufus is third with 284. And then, funny enough, Sea Viper's after that with how many? Zero's after that with what's that? If I know, sorry, Sea Viper's third, and then Rufus is fourth.
So people actually think Wolf Crone and Latif will do better than Ricky Ortiz and Justin Wong. That's interesting.
Pretty interesting, yeah. Especially since Sea Viper also got nerfed in EVO2012, so that's pretty interesting thought too. So there you go. So people still think that Daigo's going to win it by a long shot. Either Daigo or some random Ryu player that nobody's heard of yet. It's going to be released at EVO. So yeah, that's an interesting little thing I just did there beforehand. And just to let you know, who was it that got the lowest amount of votes? I think it was I think it was Dudley got the lowest amount of votes. I think actually, who was it? No, actually Honda got the lowest amount of votes, believe it or not.
No one likes Mike Ross.
Yeah, Honda is the least likely to win. Apparently, what was it? DJ got more votes than Guile, if you can believe that.
DJ?
Yep.
Who uses DJ?
I don't know, but yeah, that's pretty weird. Like, pretty much everyone was really low except for Ryu. Kami was another pretty high one up there. Yun was surprisingly high as well. Yun was like just below Kami, and Kami was just below Rufus. So figure that one out.
I don't even know if anyone's going to pick Yun.
Yeah, like I don't know. I think some people just like voted for like their characters that they want to see, not characters that they think will win.
Yeah.
But yeah, so upon hearing that, we're gonna come up with our own top 8s for
I have mine written down
Oh,
already.
flip. Okay, I feel so unprepared next to you. All right, we'll go on. What's your top 8?
Right, I'm going to go in order.
Oh, flip. Okay.
I'm going to go from 8 to the first. I'm going to say number 8. I'm going to go Filipino champ using Dalsum.
Okay.
And this is because I think there's no young players now that can knock him out.
Okay.
And I think he'll do well. I'm gonna put Ricky Ortiz 7th using Rufus. Latif, I think he'll be back up there using his Sea Viper in 6th. But I think he'll get overtaken by Wolf Crone. He's playing more tournaments at the moment, so I'm putting him 5th.
Okay.
Daigo 4th.
Oh, okay.
Fudo 3rd.
Oh, Fudo's back. Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna say Justin Wong in 2nd.
Oh, but who's first?
Pdaaaawg.
Pdaaaawg with first, really?
Yep.
Okay.
Because the way I see it, he's the best Balrog player in the world by far. At the moment, no one plays Balrog at all, and everyone dropped him besides him. So I think because of that unfamiliar matchup for everybody, no one's going to be fighting any Balrogs of his caliber, like right up to the tournament. I think that he's just going to go in and body everyone. I think he's going to have a really good tournament.
All right. Do you know how well he's been doing in previous tournaments, or if he's even been going to any
Yeah,
tournaments?
well, at CEO we come 4th.
All right.
But apparently he wasn't feeling well and got beat, so that was his excuse.
Okay.
But he plays Marvel as well, so that could be his only downfall why he might not win it. But I've got a feeling he'll do well, and yeah, I really want him to win it. So I like
represent Balrog.
Balrog, he's a good player. So
all right.
yeah,
I guess for me, I don't really have like a full-on list, but I do have a few people I know will be up there. Yeah, Daigo. I think Daigo's still gonna be in top 8. I think it might be between 5 and 8. I don't think it'll be in top 4. I think it might be in lower top 8. I think Wolf Chrome might be higher than Latif this time. So you don't really see Latif anymore playing tournaments. Yeah. He kind of appeared in EVO. He did really well, and I mean, fairly, I do think he's one of the probably at that time he's probably the best Viper. He's probably better than Wolf Crone. And then he was ranking up and ranked as well. He got like 30,000 points as per usual. So he did that there, and he was a lot higher. I think he's kind of went down now. Wolf Crone has definitely leveled up his game, so he'll be up there. And what else do we have? Punko might be up there again. I'm not too sure though. I think
I don't know.
Punko might be like at the very bottom, like maybe 8th or 7th, perhaps.
Because he's so random now, I think people know how to play against randomness now. Because when he first last year when he come out and shocked everyone, like I think the shock gone now. I think like all of his random upcuts that he was doing will get blocked and stuff. So.
Oh, well, I still think he might just squeeze into top 8. some point. I haven't even seen photos, so I don't think I doubt he'll be in. Or I don't think he'll be in top 8.
He's been repping in Japan though, I think.
I'm not too sure. Well, like we don't really know that. So as soon as he comes in, we'll be surprised or we'll be disappointed or whatever. Who else do you think will be up there? I do think Pdaaaawg going to be up there as well. Justin Wong will be up there as well. With Rufus. I'm trying to think of. Yeah, I was trying to think of like other characters. I'm not too sure about Filipino Chang because it's still kind of a
What
rush down
about-
style because he's still
What
have
about
like
that Guile player? What's that Guile player called?
Dominion.
Yeah, what about Dominion? He's been playing well.
Yeah, but apparently there's more chance of a DJ winning than Dominion, so we don't know. That's absolutely crazy.
Banana Ken, maybe?
I haven't really seen him at all recently, so I don't know whether he'll even show up at EVO or not.
True.
Who was it? The one Shadowly Showdown? If you remember, wasn't it like a Kami player or something?
Oh, what about Sacco, man?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Like somebody like that there. Was it Sako? I don't think it was Sako, but
It wasn't Sacco that won it. Chai Rifty?
I don't know. I don't think anyone even heard of that person before they actually won the tournament. And I know, okay, you won, well done. Because previously Punko beat Momochi in that tournament. Which is crazy.
Oh, Momochi. I forgot about Momochi.
Yeah, Momochi, like I don't even know where the heck he's gone.
He got to the final of a tournament recently.
Well,
as well.
I think that coming number 1 in my top 8 is probably Black Hawk Down, because his Ken is the best in the world, for sure. So yeah, no, I'm not sure, but yeah, like those are my top 8 predictions, kind of. Yeah, I'm not even sure if I counted like 8 or 10 or 6. I'm not even sure, but yeah, those are the ones I think will be high up there anyway. So I think that's pretty much it. We're probably going to do another one of these, a much shorter one. This has been going on for about 35 to 40 minutes or something, so it's been definitely my longest to the DAWG group. I think it is worthy to be 15th episode, it's something that both of us really enjoy, so I figured that we might as well make it the longest one ever, and also the first dual one.
Yeah, thanks for letting me come on your little show as well.
Don't mention it. So yeah, we're probably going to do another one of these. This will probably be like 15A and 15B I'll make whenever EVO's over. Unfortunately, you have to get a flight to Turkey on Monday, so
yeah.
So we might do a really quick one before you go, and then we'll just run down who won, and then maybe our thoughts on it, like on each tournament. So like this one was just kind of like rambling. Oh, well, this and that and the other. So pretty much that's why it's been on so long. So thanks a lot if you stuck by this whole time. Sorry for like the cuts and stuff that we've had to do, but my laptop has been falling apart. But yes, so from the two of us, we will see you at EVO and get hyped for it, pretty much.
Yeah, thanks for listening, guys.
All right, yep. See you guys later.